welcome back to Good Day. All right, so imagine this. Put your, as I like to say, put your thinking cap on. You're 11 years old, it's your birthday, and you find out you're the orphan son of 2 wizards and possess your own magical powers. Pew, 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 pew.
It sounds pretty cool.
That took a turn, didn't it?
It did take a little turn. You might just be Harry Potter, right?
Whoa.
Harry Potter.
Nice accent.
Well, you can experience the awe and amazement of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone tonight and tomorrow with live music from the Toledo Symphony. Guest conductor Ron Spigelman is with us this morning. Thank you so much for being here today.
I am thrilled to be here representing my house.
Wow.
Gryffindor.
Yeah.
Very good. We were talking earlier.
Yes.
I saw the first movie when it was in theaters. Now
Nearly 25 years
ago.
Yeah.
Do you remember, did you see it then too?
So I'm a little bit of a later convert for it, but I have watched the entire thing all the way through.
Yes.
It's good.
Oh,
it's
like
really
all
good.
the movies.
I mean, like all the movies.
Yeah.
Wow.
All the
Yeah, I've
All
seen
8 movies. Yeah.
Yes.
8 movies.
It was a marathon.
It took them several weeks.
And this is the beginning. We're going to do the first movie, and then hopefully every year there'll be a new movie. So
wonderful.
We'll be sitting here in 8 years maybe.
But this isn't going to be in the theaters. This is a unique performance and a new take.
Let me tell you how it works.
Yes.
So imagine you go to a movie and there's a 90-piece symphony orchestra sitting under the screen.
Naturally.
You never see that, right? Although back in the yesteryear, that's how they always did movies. They had live music. And so we will play the entire soundtrack live to the film. They take it off the, you'll hear all the special effects, dialogue, all of that.
Yeah.
They take all the music off and we play it live to the movie. So here is the actual film score. Well, actually, there's 2 acts.
Well, it's a big, it's
558 pages of music that we do live with the phenomenal Toledo Symphony. We had a rehearsal last night. They sound amazing.
I bet.
So just imagine you've got Quidditch on the screen, right? You're playing Quidditch.
Yes.
Of course, naturally.
Just add the violins doing this the whole time, and it just becomes even more exciting. This is the true 3D experience.
So this is going to be up on a big screen, and you get to see it. But then we always talk about part of what makes a movie so phenomenal is its score, its music. Obviously, this is a John Williams score, so it's always going to be great with the Toledo Symphony. And having that music in the room with you, how does that bring a different level?
Right, well, see, that's the thing. If you think about music and the movies, imagine you watch, say, Superman without the music. It's just a guy flying around in tights, right? But as soon as you add the music, it just brings the whole character to life. And it's exactly the same with Harry Potter. John Williams is like probably the greatest living film composer and one of the greatest to have ever lived. Yeah. And he just brings such the true magic is in the music. You can imagine them really flying when you hear the music going with it. And then you add the whole idea that it's actually live, that brings even more excitement to it.
Yeah, I can imagine that the hair on your arms will stand up. It seems like an experience like that because, you know, it's that live element to it. You can feel that. And like you said, it makes it 3D. It really does.
And it's all the emotion comes through the music, if you think about it. You know, you hear that theme, dum, da, dum, dum, I just have to sing a few notes of that and everybody goes, oh yeah, I can totally see it all happening. But you're right, it's all the feeling that you get from the music. And the other thing is, think about this, the end credits of a movie, normally it's like, oh, movie's over, we're leaving. Not in this performance, because then you get to hear the live symphony play all that great music. We bring the lights up a little bit on the orchestra, and then we get a chance to shine. So the movie's over, and then you hear all the film. It's like the music from the film, and it's like you're reliving everything you just saw all over again.
It's a little extra there.
Yeah, I love music, and I have no music ability whatsoever. So I'm fascinated. Can you open this up? Can we look inside of it? What does the inside of this look like?
So basically, this is the whole entire score, and you got all of the instruments, and these are all my markings.
Oh, you got your little notes, okay.
All those notes, so you can kind of see everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is all going to be played by our Toledo Symphony.
Yes, the whole thing. And every note that John Williams wrote is in these scores.
So
and
they've obviously been preparing a long time for that?
No, this is the thing. You have such a great orchestra here. We only need 2 rehearsals.
What?
Wow. Yeah, 2 rehearsals. We have the second one today, and then we're in tonight. We do it.
So you're a guest conductor for TSO. You've done a number of productions and scores. all over the world, right?
Right. Yes, I have conducted this, especially Harry Potter, all over this country. Yes, I've in England. I grew up in Australia, so I've worked in all those places. But right now, most of what I do is Harry Potter films, other different films. I'm doing Frozen, Elf, all kinds of different movies live with orchestra, and I go all over the country to do it. And it's one of my. I grew up actually with John Williams music. So when I was 7 years old, I saw Star Wars in the theaters. I know what you're thinking, but he looks so young. Anyway, and I was a trumpet player, and I was determined to play that theme. That's how I got to start practicing, where my mother didn't have to tell me, Ron, you need to go practice. So she didn't sound like that, I promise. But you know, I then wanted to play it on my front lawn. I was so excited, and then I got a cease and desist letter. But nevertheless, I grew up thinking that I wanted to be a musician because of John Williams' music, and now I'm so blessed that I get to do it all over the country.
I doubt that you're alone in that thought process, but it is amazing, isn't it?
He talks about that. People will come up to him and say, I heard this theme, and that made me want to learn that instrument to play that theme. And so, yeah, it really all started, and I've done classical and pops and opera, ballet, I've done all of that, but it all really started with him. And so I get to open the score, and we get to start, and I feel like, okay, this is my happy place.
Yes. Awesome. Do you have a favorite, John Williams?
You know, I really don't have necessarily a favorite, but because I love it when I get to just do one, and that's my favorite at that moment. I know that's sort of a diplomatic thing to say. I guess you could say Star Wars is my original entry, so whenever I do that film, it's like, oh wow, I go back to that time.
Well, you can see tonight, tomorrow at the Stranahan.
So cool.
Such a great opportunity for you to come out, relive Harry Potter in the Sorcerer's Stone, and just experience it in 3D, as you said.
Absolutely.
It's a great way to describe it.
And bring your bright costume, and we're going to encourage you to cheer and to scream and to laugh and to cry. In fact, we don't want you to just sit there and be passive. We want you to be involved in the performance with us. And so, house pride. We're going to have our house pride.
I don't know if my old Quidditch outfit will still fit, but we'll try it.
You got some work to do, right? Yeah. Thank you so much for being here today. Yes, and your broom too. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.